right, Slakia. I got a phone call. But, just to continue from where I left off, man, this is the book of Job, chapter 39 and verse 13. It says, Gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in the dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them? She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because Yahweh hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. And that's pretty much, it's even though it's talking about a literal ostrich, man, this is also, can be applied to the Israelite woman, the black woman in particular, man. Because again, she's cruel to her children, as it says, an ostrich will bury her eggs and forget where she buried them, and ultimately end up stepping on them or leaving them for, another animal to come and, take them away or break them. It's just the state of our women, Then again, I'm going to grab this as well, because this is true, man. This is all true. This is a slander. This is us simply telling you the state of, they said that's how you tell the state of a nation. If you want to know the state of a nation, look at their women. Well, look at the Israelite woman, man. She's through. The so-called black women is through. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day the Lord will take away the bravery from their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their coals, and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girdle of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. And yeah, man, the Lord cursed the so-called black woman, This is why a lot of black women have a hard time growing hair. This is why a lot of black women are, fat and out of shape, because they were proud, man. So the Lord cursed them. And as I said, instead of sweet smell, they, just like the Apostle Gabar went into, one of his last videos, women used to, bathe. It used to be a purification ritual, where they would bathe in oil, for a period of time, man. Smelling good. But, now that's not the case, man. A lot of these women don't take care of their hygiene as they should, But again, it's a curse, man. That is a curse. So, it's enough for that, man. I'm going to jump to the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 16. It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors and and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. All bitterness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And yeah, man, pretty much it said a man would rather dwell in the wilderness with a lion or a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman, man. Because again, there's no peace, you know, because that's what a woman's supposed to do. She's supposed to help her man, help her husband, help, bring peace to him. But, that's not the case for a lot of these black women out here, man. They're loud, they're proud, they're haughty, and this is why a lot of them are going to, be, you know, taken out in these last days, man. Because as I've said many times, in the time of Jacob's trouble, man, a lot of women are going to be left defenseless, because a lot of these men, they're going to be drafted, for World War III, and those men that get drafted, they're not coming back home, And then the men that are left over here, minus the elect, because the elect, they're going to be fine. But these other men, they're either going to die of the famine, die by the sword, or, wild animals, attacking them. So a lot of men are going to die, and a lot of these women out here are going to suffer, man. Because this is the time that we're in right now, very serious times. But you clearly see, man. You clearly see the state of the black woman right now, and this is why the apostles have said many times to stay away from her, and it's more evident now, man. So I'm just going to end it on these few verses. Just the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, and verse 7. Says, an evil wife is an yoke, shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion, because what do scorpions do? They sting, man. And these women, they're cruel, As you can clearly see, that one woman, she's pretty much dogging out the dude, talking about his manhood. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But again, a lot of you women are going to be paid back. Verse 8, it says, a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger. She will not cover her own shame. And these women don't, cover their own shame, man. They're shameless, Verse 9, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. So yeah, going back to the one woman, she pretty much, laid with, 2 or 3 different men, and bear children just for her to ultimately give them away because she doesn't have help, man. If her father was there to keep her in, then, she wouldn't have, went out and did that. She wouldn't have abused herself because, again, a lot of these women are extremely promiscuous as well, man, dealing with multiple men. And that's not supposed to be the case. A woman is only supposed to have one man, her entire life. But this is the society we live in where, whoredom is at an all-time high, man. It says, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. So we already know what that's talking about, man. But again, this is the state of the so-called black women. Again, gotta make mention, not the sisters. You're not black women. You are Judite women, man. But these black women out here, this is the state that they're in right now, man. They're shameless. They're cruel. And they only care about, themselves. They don't care about anyone else but themselves, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till the next time I say Shalom.